What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 12 of our Minnesota Vikings franchise. And in today's episode, we are taking on the Detroit Lions at home. You guys remember the last game that we played them against? It was in Ford Field, and we lost on a sort of goal line stand. Kyle Rudolph got stopped at the 1 yard line. Momentum engine was in full effect. We would have easily gotten in to the end zone. It just didn't happen. So we also are going to get a scouting update. Round number 2 is going to be in full force here at the very end of the video. So if you would like to skip to that and not watch the gameplay, timestamp is in the description and in a pinned comment below. So please check that out if that's what you guys want to go jump and check out. All right, let's get this gameplay underway. Danny Amendola is going to take this ball out to the 21-yard line, and that's where Detroit is going to get set up as Matthew Stafford comes out onto the field. See his numbers there up on the screen. 19 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, so he's kind of had a pretty grindy type of season here with Darrell Breville at the helm as offensive coordinator. Trying a deep shot here on the very first play from scrimmage. Danny Amendola is going to drop this in coverage, and Anthony Barr is going to drop Kerryon Johnson. They're only going to get 4 on that play. 3rd and 6 at the 25. Stafford dropping back in. Look who's there to drop him for the sack at the 19. Eric Kendricks having himself a Pro Bowl caliber season. I'd have to check and see if he's even in the Pro Bowl type of voting right now. But, you know, he's got to make more plays like that, especially if we want to shut down these Detroit Lions here. So Kirk Cousins, kind of similar numbers to Matthew Stafford. 18 touchdowns, 9 picks. And we're going to hand the ball off to Alexander Mattison, going to get 8 yards. And look who's checking in for his first carry in quite a long time, since I think week 4 or week 3. But Dalvin Cook gets his first carry, picks up the much-needed first down, and he's going to be a welcome sight for this offense. So he's going to be getting a heavy and healthy workload in today's game. So Kirk Cousins is going to miss on this pass up the middle. Dalvin Cook trying to get some work in at the 45 now as he picks up 2. 5 receivers split out wide here, and Cousins is going to find Adam Thielen, but he's going to drop the pass as Jelani Tavai forces the drop. So 3rd and 7 for Detroit. This is another big down for the Lions, and they're going to find Danny Amendola here, and Trey Waynes can't make the tackle. Holton Hill trying to catch Amendola, but Harrison Smith has to come from all the way over on the other side of the field to make this tackle. Here's a sack by Danielle Hunter. It's going to drop Matthew Stafford back to the 43-yard line. 2nd and 17 for them now. And in the shotgun set, Kerryon Johnson in the backfield. We got a Kenny Golladay in motion here, and a pass is going to go complete to Golladay in a little hitch route. And that's going to be only going for 3 yards, actually 5 yards, 3rd and 12. And the pass is going to go complete to Golladay again on a little in route that they're going to pick up the first down. So pretty bad defensive coverage there by the Vikings. It's going to reset the downs for Detroit. Golladay, again, getting featured heavily so far on this drive. He's going to pick up another first down and good run blocking here for Detroit. And Kerryon Johnson is going to get about 8. 2nd and 2. Stafford, 5-step drop. He's got some pressure on him, but pretty good job by the Lions offensive line to limit that pressure. Stafford just going to throw it away. 3rd and 2 at the 5-yard line, and in the back of the end zone, he's going to find T.J. Hockenson, the first-round pick from Iowa just a year ago. And there he is, just taking that snapshot. He loves himself some T.J., and so do the Lions fans as they are now up 7-0. Adam Thielen going to make this catch, but he does injure his wrist. It looks like a wrist injury, but we'll have to check and see. The injury report will pop up at some point, and we'll get a little update on him and to see what the severity of that is. But Kirk Cousins is going to miss this throw, and it's more inaccuracy issues by Kirk Cousins. You guys could see the injury report on Thielen. He's not going to come back for this entire game, and we're going to have to punt the football away. We do get the stop at the 5-yard line, so we get Detroit pushed back near their own goal line. That was really good punt coverage by the Vikings in a 3-yard line situation here for Detroit after a tackle for a loss. Marvin Jones going to get only 1 yard there. 3rd and 11 at the 4. They're going to elect to run the football, and Kerryon Johnson picks up the first down. Not good run defense and contain for those gaps. And Detroit's going to move the football. 2nd and 10 after a no-gain play. And Kerryon's going to bust off this tackle, but Anthony Barr is going to clean it up, and they're going to get to 3rd and 2. Detroit trying to pick up a first down, but that was not going to happen as the run scheme just did not fit with where we were trying to go with our defensive alignment. So good job by the Vikings to kind of double up Kerryon on that play. Here's a pass going to go completed to Josh Doxson up the middle. 2:09 left to go as this pass is completed. We will get it down to the 2-minute warning, and it's still 7-0 Detroit. Play action play here, and completed to Stephon Diggs up the middle, and now we are at the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal. Cousins with nobody in the backfield, and he's going to find Diggs, but he didn't get his head turned around fast enough, and it's going to fall incomplete. 3rd and goal. Cousins going to find Rudolph, but not going to be good enough. They threw it short of the touchdown, of the goal line. So 4th and goal at the 4. We're going for it here. And Cousins dropping back. He's going to throw it to X, and it's going to go deflected from the D lineman back into Dalvin Cook's hands for the touchdown. That is unreal. So Mike Daniels was back there in pass coverage, bats it away, but Dalvin Cook was right there to pick it up, and it's going to be a touchdown for Minnesota. So we got pretty lucky there, I'm not going to lie. 72 passing yards, 22 rushing yards. This offense has been anemic thus far in this football game against these Detroit Lions. 3rd and 11, and Stephon Diggs picks up the first down. That's what we needed. Play action rollout here by Cousins. Going to find Irv Smith Jr. Now the passing game is starting to come alive just a little bit. Cousins now over 110 yards on the day. 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook going to pick up 6. 2nd and 4. Cook going to pick up about 2. You guys can see up on the screen. Offense with and offense without. We're 5-2 without him. We were 5-0 with him. Hopefully we can get a W here because, again, the offense is looking a little anemic right now. We need Dalvin Cook to shoulder the load here. 9 attempts for 30 yards. Starting to get more work in and starting to look pretty good doing it. Alexander Madison giving him a rest on the sideline. Madison picks up 4. 2nd and 6. Here's Abdullah checking in. Has not gotten a whole lot of action. It's his first carry of the game. 1 rush, 1 yard. 3rd and 5. Play action throw here. Cousins, he's going deep to Kyle Rudolph. He almost made the catch, but it's going to go incomplete. We're going to have to settle for the field goal try, and it's going to get blocked by Detroit. And Damon Harrison picks this thing up. Luckily, we stop him from taking it all the way. And Minnesota seems to just keep screwing up against these Lions. We did it in Ford Field. Now we're doing it at our place. We can't have it. We need a defensive stop there, and that's exactly what we're going to get as Amendola gets stopped short on a 3rd and 9. But 4th and 4, so Detroit's going for this thing, but it's almost going to get picked off by Holton Hill in the zone coverage. So good job by Holton Hill to really hold Stafford and those Lions from getting that first down and that 4th down conversion here. So 3rd and 1, and Dalvin Cook is not going to get it. He's not going to get it. So now we have a 4th and 3 situation, and we're going to go for it, and Dalvin's going to pick it up, and he's got a huge play here from the 49 to the 36. Cook now 46 yards rushing, 6 yards after contact. So this is what this offense has been missing. Madison has been decent at best, but we really needed our big play running back to help us out in this offensive unit. Cousins just going to throw this one away after a nice pickup from Stephon Diggs to get us to and goal. 2nd and goal here, and wide open in the back of the end zone is Kyle Rudolph, and we get the touchdown, and he's frozen. Come on, buddy. Spike it. We need to celebrate. Spike it. Oh, well. I tried. So 14-7, Minnesota here in the 4th quarter, and Detroit's trying to charge a little bit of a comeback here. 7 minutes and 39 seconds left to go in the game. Kerryon Johnson going to pick up the first down on a toss, and 2nd and 2. He's got 12 rushes for 42 as well. So both running backs, Johnson and Cook, kind of being held down just a little bit, only 40 yards each for each running back. But you know what? They've been effective. They've been effective. They've done what we've asked them to do. But both defenses are holding strong here. 14-7 game here still. Stafford going to fire incomplete on 2nd and 8. Now we got a 3rd and 8 situation here for the Lions, and he is going to get dropped by Linval Joseph. He has been amazing these last few games, just really coming through in the clutch when we've absolutely needed him. Nothing open here for Cousins and the Vikings on 3rd and 6. And we're going to have to punt the football away. So why do we show punts? Why do we show special teams? Because great things happen. Mike Hughes makes a great play. Nice hustle play to drop Detroit at the 5. That's the second time in this football game that they've had to work from basically their own 10-yard line, which is pretty crucial for success of your team. I mean, success of your defense, really. But Anthony Harris looks a little lost here as Detroit picks up the first down. 3 minutes to go in the football game, and Stafford firing out to the right. He's going to find Kenny Golladay getting out of bounds at the 46. 2 minutes, 56 seconds. Detroit can take the lead with a touchdown. A field goal doesn't really do them any good. They do have all 3 timeouts that they could use to their advantage if they get into a situation where they, want to give us the ball back and they kick a field goal. They want to give us the ball back, trust their defense, get a 3 and out on us. That's the only way they can really win the game, by kicking a field goal. So now we are at the 2-minute warning. 14-10. Here we go. 2nd and 4. Stafford going to fire out up the middle. He's going to find Amendola. 1st and 10. Stafford dropping back. He's scanning the field. Linval Joseph comes through one more time, and Stafford goes down. They have to hurry it up. 2nd and 19. Kerryon Johnson in the backfield. Stafford gonna fire out to the right. Picked off by Xavier Rhodes. And the Vikings get a huge turnover. 3rd interception on the season for Xavier Rhodes, and Detroit has used all 3 timeouts. Cousins kneels it, and Patricia is not too happy that his franchise quarterback, that is multi-million-dollar man, just made another screw-up in the 4th quarter. I know that Stafford's really good in the 4th quarter. He makes all these comebacks, but the Lions were losing yet again when it mattered the most. Cousins wasn't asked to do a whole lot. 60% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, didn't turn the ball over, only 17 of 28. We ran the football with some effectiveness here. Dalvin Cook, 18 attempts for 68 yards, 3.7 average. That's decent at the NFL, right? 3.7. Ultimately, you want to average about 4, but we'll take 3.7 in his first game that he's come back. Stephon Diggs, you see him there, 4 for 44. Doxson, 3 for 51. Cook, 3 for 12 with that touchdown off of the tip by Mike Daniels. Kyle Rudolph, 2 for 7 with a score himself. Adam Thielen is not hurt for a multi-week amount, so he's good. He's good to come back against the Packers, so it's good to have that weapon. I think we, in this game, we're just trying to figure out how to get Dalvin Cook back into the swing of things, how to get him back into the flow. I think our offense just has really struggled throughout the entire series, pretty much, outside of like the first few weeks when Dalvin Cook was actually on the roster. So without him, offense has struggled, and that's reflective in that points for section. We've got 284 points for. We're currently 11-2, and I think that that's more of a testament to the defense and how good that defense has been, because 284 points scored is one of the worst in the game. I mean, we're up there with the Bengals, the Raiders. It's not good. That offense is not good, and I think it's only going to get better when Dalvin Cook does come back. So guys, let's get into the round 2 scouting. I do have NCAA Football 14 footage for you guys. We're going to go over all of the custom recruits that are currently ranked inside that 2nd round. They might have a round 4 grade like Jamarcus Leaf, but because he's going to pretty much kind of fall in that 2nd round range, we're going to go ahead and cover him just a little bit, kind of give a little scouting update. Mikey Moon down in the 3rd, Xavier Davis in the 2, Brady Sprout, all these guys. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see them in their NCAA gameplay. Let's check out the first player up here on the board. It's going to be tight end Daniel Jernigan from Michigan State. This guy is a very balanced type of tight end. He can run block, he can receive, he's got good route running moves, good release. I like Daniel Jernigan in the 2nd round. I know that he might fall to the 3rd, but he looks like a pretty decent player that kind of fits with what the Vikings are really looking at. Maybe we can grab him here in the 2nd round just as another backup option. But again, we've already got a lot of tight ends with Morgan, Smith, and Rudolph. But the one thing that's really sticking out to me about Daniel Jernigan is the fact that look at his run blocking ability. Like right there, it just does just enough to shed off that defensive lineman, and he can even get to the second level in run blocking, and then the route running and the catching. He uses his hands, not his body. Very good player. I like myself some Daniel Jernigan. Next player up on the board is the Hawaiian Lion, Isaac Makulilai. I love this player, this defensive end. If anybody we're going to take from the defensive end spot, I'm looking at this guy. I mean, watch how he gets to that second level and anticipates where the running back is going to go. I mean, he can take on double teams. He can get to this next level. I mean, watch, he's going toe-to-toe with that running back. And he has such a high motor that he's still able to come through and make that tackle down the sidelines. This is a great player. He can get off the block with block shedding, stop the running back before he gets to that next level and the next gear. Such a high motor. I mean, he's still looking at attacking that running back, and he can even get back there in the passing game and cover. If you want a guy that's going to do that, look out for the Hawaiian Lion. Next up, Jamarcus Leaf. He's kind of a meme type of quarterback. He's got really good arm strength, but that's about it. And at 5'11", I mean, he can still zing it. That low center of gravity just totally missed his wide receiver in the rain. You might think that this scouting tape is him just kind of missing because it's wet out, but that's really been the knock on him, is his attitude and his accuracy issues. You can see him overthrowing his wide receiver there, but he's a pretty decent player. I understand why he would be falling into the 4th round instead of the 2nd. Next up, we've got cornerback from Mississippi State, Logan Ratliff. And, you know, this player is interesting. He's kind of more of a blitz type of corner, more like a run support type of guy. If anything, he doesn't do a lot of man, even though that's his player profile is more man. He from when I saw him in gameplay, it's more of a zone type of player. He misses some tackles there. When he does blitz, it's something that we got to work on. He's kind of a project type of corner. If you want to talk about another project, let's take a look at Notre Dame's Mikey Moon. This guy can play cornerback, safety, wide receiver. He can kind of do it all, but he's mostly a zone type of defensive back. You guys can see how good he is in zone by taking away all these lanes from all these wide receivers. He does a really good job at moving his feet around, and being a wide receiver really helps him do that. He didn't play a whole lot as wide receiver at Notre Dame, but he can do a little bit of it, maybe punt return, kick return type of guy. Xavier Davis out of Syracuse. I want to talk a little bit about this guy. He's more of that, again, Logan Ratliff type that can come up and make some tackles, but the thing about Xavier Davis is he actually can make tackles, and he plays zone coverage really well, taking away all the lanes for wide receivers. Next up, Brady Sprout, cornerback from Ohio State. He reminds me just kind of like a disruptor type of cornerback. He can play man coverage, not too great in zone, but you can see him trying to stop the running game here against San Diego State, and he does a pretty decent job holding his own there down in the trenches. I mean, you can see he's trying to make this tackle in the backfield, stops the running back just enough to where his extra help on defense comes through for him. You can see him coming here on the blitz. Doesn't make the tackle quite quick enough. That running back just got into the end zone too quick. But Brady Sprout's an interesting prospect. He stands really tall. I think he's got a good shot at being kind of a run support, sub-linebacker type of guy. Next up, Tulane's free safety, Cyrus Shavers. This is actually one of my favorite players in the draft. He's just really got a wherewithal. He's got an awareness that's next level. I mean, watch how he matches every single move from the running back. He can wait, and then at the point of attack, he just goes. And watch how he just takes on, willingly takes on blockers, plays zone coverage really well, and we'll watch this play one more time in a more zoomed out way. But he forces this interception, actually, to his teammate. I mean, it's unreal. So we've got no wide receiver on this side, so he knows that there's no reason to play zone on that side. Play it up the middle. So he gets back, that closing speed gets back, takes away the middle, and the quarterback forces the throw to the cornerback on the right side of the end zone. So Cyrus Shavers is a very team type of player. I'm really interested to see where he falls. Hopefully he comes to us and we can kind of pair him up with Anthony Harris. Next up, Latavius Hines, a running back from Miami. This guy seems a little small, but he's got actually more weight to him than what NCAA Football 14 shows him at. This is a player that can do it all. He can receive, he can catch the ball out of the backfield in a toss play, he's got speed to burn, he's got power to get in between the tackles. Latavius Hines, nickname is Butta. Latavius Butta Hines. I mean, watch his speed here, getting into that outside, and he's even got enough swag to throw up the Miami U. I love the attitude by Latavius Hines, one of my favorite players in the draft. I don't know if we're going to be able to take him since we're pretty set at running back. Next running back here up on the board, Thomas Hanford from Stanford. Kind of rhymes a little bit, right? Hanford from Stanford. Just watch the low center of gravity and the fact that he keeps himself upright most of the time here against San Diego State. Obviously, got some moves there, but it is against San Diego State, but he's looking pretty good running through the tackles. I like the fact that Thomas Hanford can stay upright on most of his plays and most of his time once he hits contact. I just don't think we're going to be able to take him here. So Jabari Wood, another free safety that I like. I just don't know if we're going to be able to take a guy like this. Maybe he falls to us. He does a really good job at kind of matching whatever that running back is doing, playing zone, really reading the offense and what they're trying to do. Very smart, very headsy type of player. It just really depends on where Jabari Wood is going to fall. I know that a lot of NFL scouts are really liking him. I think Cyrus Shavers is the more kind of under the radar type of guy. Maybe we allow other teams to take Jabari Wood and we can go get Shavers a little bit later. So guys, that is going to be it for the episode today. Leave a like if you like this thing. If you like the fact that we got a W against interdivision rival Lions, and as well as the round 2 scouting update. Who do you think that we should take from the second round? Post it in the comment section below. Are there real players that you think I should consider as well in that second round? You guys saw up on the screen the draft board and the draft list. So let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, Skol Vikings and peace.